get the shot from earlier. Okay, right. Yes, we're gonna zoom. It's gonna be low resolution, but we zoom. So, hello people! We are here for Kubera. As always, it is a Friday. I hope you are all looking forward to this, as I most certainly am, because this arc has been pretty damn good. Do you think the previous arc was better so far? But this arc ain't bad. Don't get me wrong. Anyhow, let's jump into it. Look, there's Rod. You fighting? Ah, you're on the fight. Let me make it after images. Also, who the fuck was this again? I don't really remember. I don't remember. Taraka? But why here? Oh. Yep, Little Bro came in. Season 3, episode 194, The Other Side, 12. That's enough, Petapon. You promised not to reveal your mouth, remember?
I'm sorry, he just looks so tasty. Did I scare you, little guy? Sorry.
Petapon, Yaksha Nastika. Since you broke the rule first, you lose this time.
Ah, is that how it works? Okay.
I told you it's not easy to follow the old man's rules when you're fighting. Anyway, it's time to keep your promise. You promised to tell us where Shuri is if you lose.
Ah, Shuri? She's been doing fine since you took over a planet and created her own kingdom. She hides her tail in her clothes and lives among them just like a human. A lot of Sura have died trying to take the planet thinking she's just a human.
Where's the planet?
I think it would be best not to go looking for it. She seems pretty happy. If anyone were to ruin that for her. That scary Firefox. Might just tear you to pieces.
Yeah, that's not fucking unsettling.
I'm sorry.
Is God Vishnu on that planet?
Vishnu? No.
Why do you ask suddenly about? Why are you suddenly asking about him?
Yaksha, do you think Shuri is with God Vishnu?
No, it's just a slip of the tongue. Yeah, we know the Firefox's type. She'd never be interested in a god who's even more stuffy and uptight than you, old man.
Wait, didn't you all know? God Vishnu isn't in this universe right now.
That's that's kind of an important detail that I feel like people should know. You know? That seems kind of important. Like, you know, where Vishnu is seems kind of important, you know? Yep, you just didn't feel like saying this before? Just because you assume they all knew? Huh?
When the dragons went to negotiate with the primeval gods about fixing the gender, 3 of them were there. But later, when the gods went there to negotiate with them, there was only God Brahma. God Shiva went to fill the gap in the previous universe, and God Vishnu had to leave this time to fight Kali, so he won't be back for a while. They're both using their time control capabilities to lock each other out, so he can't come back. That's why God Brahma is the only god in charge of this universe for the time being.
This would be our best chance to go negotiate. We only have to persuade 1 god instead of 3.
But God Brahma also only has a third of their abilities to solve problems,
and Brahma's a bitch. More importantly, Brahma's a bitch.
I had no idea about all that. So, what do the gods negotiate with God Brahma about? I'm not sure about that. All I know is what I've heard in passing from Ravana.
You heard about the negotiations from Ravana? I have a bad feeling about this.
For now, I'll go to my meeting place with the humans. Agni must be there for the fusion experiment. Maybe Indra is there too. He'll probably show up since his betrothed is involved in the experiment. I'll ask them the stuff I really want to know in person.
I guess you'll go with Aravana then, old man. You seem really bothered by all this. Go see what's going on. What would you rather do? Stay here and trade with them a bit more? Or... I think it would be good to meet God Agni. I'm not sure about God Indra, though.
Hey, wait a minute, little guy. You have to be careful. Indra has a tendency to get obsessed with anything even slightly out of the ordinary, but not obsessed in a good way. Most Rakshasa that Indra takes away for his collection never come back, and you're just the type of creature that Indra would be interested in. So you better watch yourself. She seems so cheery about it. Like, if Indra gets interested in you, you're gonna fucking die.
Jesus Christ. She's a strange one. Why does he collect all his Rakshasa? I doubt he eats them.
He could be using them for any number of things, but I think they're mostly just accessories for him. The ones you see with him often change, so he probably just has a bit of fun with them and then kills them. Recently, he's been running around in a really powerful Garuda Rakshasa. That Rakshasa even has a unique transcendental, so he's been going around bragging about it. What about the Rakshasa's parents? Are they doing anything about this? I don't think he has anyone looking for him.
Right, okay. I'm taking my earphones out. I don't know why I had them in. So, obviously, the first thought that came to mind was, is that Maruna? And I'm being honest with you, the fact that no one's looking for them makes me think it might just so be Maruna.
He couldn't even say who his parents are.
Yeah, that really seems like Maruna, doesn't it? Are we gonna get the reunion? Do you know anything else about the Rakshasa? Like, what he looks like?
I haven't seen him myself, but I heard he's a red bird that's the 4th Rakshasa stage? Why? Does he sound like someone you know?
I'm going with you. I'm going to that place where they're doing the experiment. I don't care if I run into the gods. In fact, I'll make a point of meeting them. I feel like my voice sounds different today. I don't really know why. Maybe it's because I just ate and the fact I'm going to the gym again, but I don't see how that would make any semblance of... Hold on, I just got a... What the hell? No idea what that was. I got a call and it immediately ended. So, you know, that was interesting. Anyhow. I might have to keep an eye on that. Because I might end up getting a call back. I don't know who that was. But given I don't know the number, I probably won't pick up. Just the way it be. I am the embodiment of that meme, you know? Like, he said, you apply for something, it's like, oh, we'll call you back. We'll call you to get in touch. And then it's like, you don't pick up anything if you don't know the number. And so you never get a response because you won't pick up the phone. I'm the embodiment of that meme. If I don't know the phone number, I ain't pick it up. Which is why I have to save all the phone numbers of people I know. Otherwise, I just won't respond to them if they call me. Planet. Moon. Smoke ball. Ooh. It's snowy. Ah! Chandra! When are you gonna get rid of that thing? Until I can use him as bait. So that's why you've been going around bragging about him? That's right. He's been fading away more and more ever since the second in command disappeared. Even we forget about him. Even we sometimes forget about him. We don't check on him regularly. Well, maybe it isn't Maruna, if that's the case. And it looks a bit more like Roltara, just from the headpiece. We have to keep reminding the Sura of him, otherwise they'll all forget about him soon. It may look a bit strange, but I have to keep bragging about him so that the people will spread rumors about him. What are you trying so hard to get from all this? Do you think someone will come rescue him if they find out he's here? But then, Roltara wasn't male, so either it's a translation error, or it's deliberately ambiguous. Even Garuda would just tell you to do whatever you want with him, if you told him about him. That's probably just because the second in command is missing. But if the one I'm after doesn't belong in this dimension in time, if he never knew the second in command to begin with, and he remembers that Rakshasa, regardless of his relationship with the second-in-command. He's hunting for Maruna. So that is Raltara, and his aim is to bait out Maruna. That might just change things a bit. He might just come and try and rescue him. So yeah, I think it's a translation error on saying him. Because I'm pretty sure that's Raltara. But that's a good setup to bait Ran in as well. Because obviously, even as a reader, you'd go, oh, is that Maruna? Red bird? No one interested? But obviously, it makes so much sense that it could also... But if you pay attention to the details, you would there is a potential that it could be Raltara as well, because she is a descendant of the second-in-command who is now missing. So, nobody would be looking for them. That's neat.
It looks like there are about 500 Rakshasa. Is everyone here? Should we get going? Arvada! Arvada! Ah, yes.
It's like, oh, fuck!
Take me with you. I want to help too. I appreciate the thought. But you don't have to come, Chess. You're too young.
Wait, hold on a minute. You look familiar. I might be getting this wrong, but are you one of the Sura that's with Utah, like observing Utah? Because they look like they are. Unless I'm getting you confused with someone else, but you look really familiar. Wait, Aravada. Kubera hasn't been doing too well lately. His Sura nannies get really stressed whenever she goes on a rampage looking for Shus. There's no telling what might happen to him if he stays here, so it'd be better for you to take him with you. You know, I feel like we're really close in time to when the betrayal of the gods happens with the fusion experiment. I feel like we're really close to that happening.
It's that bad? Maybe I should talk to Kinara.
You can't now. Kinara hasn't been back since she left with Chandra recently. Not even the people closest to her know where she is.
Alright, Chess. Alright, Chess. You can come too.
King Yaksha, would it be possible for us to travel separately from the Kinara? I feel... Wait. I don't know if I'm gaslighting myself here or is there some Mandela effects of what he said. But when the flashback scene happened, wasn't it stated that other Sura traveled separately, or am I just tripping the fuck out, or am I misremembering things? I feel like that's the case, but I might actually just have gaslit myself. Why? Is anyone among them you're afraid to run into? Yes, it's someone who could cause some problems in the future if I run into them now. I see. Alright. Arvada, you go ahead. I have some business to attend to first. I'll catch up with you in a bit.
Okay. See you later, Yaksha.
I'm not tripping, am I? I feel like I am. But right, I'm not, am I? I'm not. I feel like I'm not, but I feel like I might be. Ah! God, Kubera's so good that I feel like that could be a legit thing. Either that or I'm gaslighting myself. If it is correct, that's brilliant writing. And also, I'm a fucking genius. And if it's not, then, yeah, I'm just crazy. Season 3, episode 195. The other side, 13. You shouldn't have got her involved in this operation if you want to keep using her as bait. Maybe be able to come back from the dead. But that Rakshas, I can't. Go put it back in the god realm where you can. But if I do that, I may forever lose the chance to use her as bait. The reason I kept her in the god realm for so long is to shorten her sense of time. She probably wants to kill herself if she had to spend a long time wasting away like that after being abandoned by her own people. I tried to reduce the pain of time so that she'd want to go on living. See, that sounds really nice. Like you're doing her a favor, you know, making her not want to commit seppuku by making it so her understanding the passage of time is like different, her perception of it changes. But at the same time, it's really cruel and kind of twisted, right? Because you're not doing this, you know, to make her life easier. You're doing this because you don't want her to die, because you want to use her for something. Like, you're only keeping her alive as a means to an end. Like, let's be real. If she wasn't useful, you probably would have killed her yourself. Right? You're kind of twisted, Indra. You're really twisted, and the fact you're spinning what you're doing is like a... It feels like you're spinning it as if you're doing her a favor. No. You're fucked. And the blindfold as well. Sus behavior. Time flows more quickly in the god realm than in the human realm. But I'm not sure how much longer she can last like that. Her eyes totally looked dead when I saw her just now. Also, why is Chandra dripped out? Like, what the fuck? Like, you know, he actually looks like he's well dressed, and like usually he's dressed like pretty sloppy. Like, he's dressed really casually, like he doesn't really care too much about his appearance. He's very emo. Whereas here, I mean, he looks like a fucking vampire, let's be real, because of the high, like the upturned collar on his, like, coat. And the fact he's got this fucking big gem as, on his collar, right? But, like, he looks well dressed. It feels so weird seeing Chandra well dressed. His shirt's tucked in as well. Who are you? What have you done with Chandra? Yeah, what the fuck? Why are you dripped out? I don't like it. I don't like it that you look dripped, Chandra. Or you need some like fresh crabs and you'll be fine, huh? What am I saying? She won't last much longer. If she dies, I'll lose all the hard work I put into her, as well as any hope of using her as bait. I better make a move before then. This operation. If this operation means that gods and Sura will join together in exterminating humans, this will be the perfect battlefield. Yeah, you're fucked. Charging power to required to warp to destination, 13%. And that pesky Kubera won't get in the way this time. I bet he's been waiting for me to take the bait and leave the god realm. Now I'm gonna put the bait somewhere really obvious where he'll see it. What if he doesn't show up? Huh? What the hell? Interesting. Indra's hair's gotten longer. There's just two guards with long hair in the same room. Fucking identity crisis much, am I right? And I don't know what... I'm waffling so much. Like, oh my god. Then, unfortunately, we'll just lose our bait. It's okay. I can find another one. Soon enough, someone else will be abandoned and forgotten. What more can you expect from those Sura who just keep pumping out babies without any concept of love? Sorry, I had to get that out. I was stifling it, but I could not resist any longer. Amplifier added for increased charging speed. From 16 to 26. Sounds funny hearing you say that. You don't even know what love is. What do you mean? I can feel love when I feel like it. Sure, when you feel like it. But not right now. That's because it'll only get in the way right now. You, me, and the others. We all agreed to dump anything unnecessary. Remember, we didn't all agree on that. Some simply remained silent and didn't agree. Some wanted to be left out, but couldn't because of their role in the operation. Everyone made their own choice and agreed. Rough though the process may have been. But not Agni. He didn't have any time to mourn his betrothed, or time for a formal agreement. So what? Lots of people have lost loved ones in unexpected accidents. The same applies to the humans who will be destroyed soon. They also won't have the choice and time to prepare for it. That's a sin too. We're all sinning against Agni and the humans. Don't act like you're the only one who realizes that. Everyone here is perfectly aware that this is a sin. This whole time, from the moment we took on human souls, their imminent destruction, to their imminent destruction, it's all being for the sake of the universe. For a greater world and a more distant future. We have to accept a few sins along the way. The ends justify the means. Just casual genocide. You know? I'm sure it really does justify the means, huh? The ends, even. If I'd known I said the right thing the first time. I'm saying too much things. Too much things. What English was that? Christ.
This looks like a small planet, but it's actually a massive ship. Some of the gods could travel much more quickly on their own. The reason why they're traveling together like this must be because there's something the gods have to do together.
You know God Indra's Garuda?
I heard he brought her here with him.
God Indra must really like her. If he really likes her, he should not have brought her along this time.
True, considering what kind of operation this is.
Thanks to the fact that Manaka protected Rotara from God Hava, I was able to stay with her for a while. We're together for longer than the time I spent with my siblings when I was little.
I mean, technically she's your half-sibling, you know?
It was nice to finally have some family around again. But, strangely, it seemed like we were plagued by bad luck. Rotara blamed herself for it, and suddenly went into hiding one day. Since then I asked around about her everywhere, and tried to do everything I could to find her. That's how I ended up here. It took a lot of time and effort. I know it could be dangerous to get so close to the gods, but I have someone looking out for me. So it's okay.
But are you 100% sure you can trust Kubera? I know it seems like he has your best interest in mind, trying to get you, reunited with Ran and back to the present. But I don't know. Capital K is sus. You know?
The fact that he hasn't showed himself yet means I haven't done anything to put myself in danger. It seems funny that I'm putting so much trust in a god, but I don't have any other choice right now. Shoot. I thought I knew where all the traps are in here.
Oh.
I didn't expect an intruder to ring the doorbell like that. For sneaking around the goddess's room, I sentence you to death.
That's out. Someone attacked the Bhavani Marut spell. She's a destruction attribute god.
You sure are quick. I wasn't trying my hardest, but I thought I'd at least make a scratch on you. Still, to come here by yourself to a gathering of the gods in human form is practically suicide. No one but Ananta would ever dream of doing such a thing. You must have a friend higher up.
Primeval god Shiva is the only 5 Zen god with a destruction attribute. But I don't think she's Shiva.
Yeah.
The next highest god with a destruction attribute is the 4th Zen god Marut. All the rest are 3 Zen gods or lower. They're probably even lower at this point in time. I could probably handle 1 god by myself. No other gods show up to help her.
Don't do anything reckless. Oh, it's Vayu.
Ah, you finally made it, Vayu. You sure took a long time to get your betrothed. Then again, you were the first 5th Zen god to get engaged, and you've been engaged all that time.
I don't know why I made her a gremlin. I just have.
I can see why you had a hard time getting over her.
Oh no. Vayu? I'm screwed. He's gonna find out who I am, and there's nothing I can do about it. I brought this guy with me. I promised my betrothed to take care of him. Here's our last wish.
Ah, really? Well, I guess you could keep him as a kind of souvenir after the humans are destroyed. Indra has one too. It must be some kind of trend among the gods nowadays. Maybe I should find a cute little human of my own. Anyway, go see Indra now that you're here. You know you have the most important job after Agni in this operation, right? Knowing your willpower, if any of the Kinara taking part in the fusion experiment gets in the way, I'm sure you'll be able to get rid of them. As soon as you get control of the weapon, fire it right away. Make a big splash!
What are you doing here? Is he really the same god as before? He looks the same, but he seems so solemn.
Well, context clues, Marina. Context clues. You seem to be better at understanding human emotion, but it seems you still lack in some areas. Given what was said by mysterious god number 1, Vayu has recently lost his betrothed. And, well, you know, that's probably not pleasant. You know? Like, obviously, Agni was distraught when what happens. What has happened happens. And Vayu, seemingly, is also a bit distraught.
Will he believe me if I tell him I'm here to rescue a Rakshasa? You better start talking. I can't even save my own betrothed. Right now I'm wondering whether I should really save a Sura like... whether I should really let a Sura like you live.
It's okay, Vayu. It's okay. He's friends with Lise, and you know Lise in the future, so you know, let him live. Obviously, that argument would not fly under any circumstance. It seems his explanation was, good enough if he's managed to get his way to Roltara. Roltara!
Save the talking for later. For now, come with me. We teleport to another planet in that spaceship.
That's such a weird concept. These planets are in a spaceship. The fuck?
It's kind of like Vayu, but much more powerful.
Well, yeah, it's fucking Vayu. If Vayu couldn't use the spells that are in his name but better, he'd be a bit of a shit god, wouldn't he, Maruna?
This is the only passage I can see, so this will have to do. The god ship is gonna warp somewhere else soon, and the harmful energy from it will reach here. It's too dangerous for you to stay on this planet, so hide in the passage. The dark exit leads to a whole different part of this planet, so don't go through that exit. You might have to look around a bit to try and find the exit with light shining from it. If you're lucky, you might end up on another planet where you can breathe. This is like the water channels. Maybe they didn't call them that at this point in time. Why are you helping us? Does this look like help to you? I'm just trying to stop anything from hindering the god's mission. I had to make this tough decision to give up my other half. I don't intend to let that decision go in vain because of Indra's stupid hobby. But I also don't want to kill you and add to my sins. Look out for yourselves. Make sure you don't run into anyone who's forgotten their sins.
Vayu seems like one of the better gods. Still not ideal, because any god that isn't opposed to genociding the AHR is, well, culpable in immeasurable amounts of sin. But at least he's aware of it, you know? Which is better than some. Well, I mean, they're all probably aware of it. But at least Vayu's making some efforts to not make his sins worse. I guess you could argue.
What does he mean? Is killing a Rakshasa a sin? I didn't think that any of the gods or Nastika cared about that.
Season 3, episode 196. The Other Side, 14.
It's a good thing we ran into Vayu back there. Whatever his reasons for helping us may have been, at least we're safe now, right? Anyway, I'm glad you're okay. I'm not sure what happened to her in the God Realm, but Rotara was noticeably quieter. Even as I told her what I had been up to since I last saw her, she just stared at the ground without saying anything. Over there! Hey, I see light over there.
We're gonna shred it. Yeah. Mostly. In fact, no, quite.
I think the air is poisonous. We can't stay here long. Wait here for a minute. I'll go check out the surroundings.
Are you trying to avoid running into a Kinara Nastika?
No, a Rakshasa.
Oh, so a Rakshasa who's alive in the future you come from? Well, if that Rakshasa is someone you'll see in the future, I guess I can see why you don't want to run into them yet. But you haven't seen me or any Nastika in the future, have you?
No.
Not yet. Growth mindset.
I've only ever lived in the human realm. I've never had the chance to get to know any Nastika.
That means I didn't give you my heart directly. It was handed to you through someone else. Or maybe you can't remember because it happened when you were too young.
No, you're already dead in the future I come from.
Anyway, here we are.
Where are we?
We're not too far from the planet where the future experiment will take place. Because of that planetary system's unusual energy flow, we can't get near it with transcendentals. You have to approach it physically from this point on. The Kinara are going for the opposite direction, so we shouldn't run into them if we go this way. Ugh.
Then what should we do now? Fly in Seraphorm?
That would make you stand out too much. It wouldn't make much sense if you're trying to avoid the Kinara. This passage, huh? We'll travel through this passage. This is how I got to that planet when I first met you, too. Yeah.
Ah, this passage. Is it like a water channel?
I'm not exactly sure if I remember exactly which way to go, so try to understand if I get mixed up a bit.
Sure.
Going to a human planet, Yaksha? I'm not. If you're not busy, I'd like to talk to you for a minute. I'm busy. Let's talk in about 100 years. You don't have your heart now, do you? Since about 10 years ago when you fought me. I heard you haven't had your heart. I thought you were just going easy on me back then. But you weren't. But you weren't. You fought as hard as you could. You must have heard some silly rumors. No, this is from a very reliable source.
Source? Who? Hanuman? Haravada? Patapon? I don't think they would tell anyone his weakness.
You should have kept such a critical weakness more secret. That's your problem. You're too trusting of the people around you. Or maybe you just didn't feel the need to be wary of anyone because you've always been so strong. You have no idea what it feels like to be weak and anxious. So what are you trying to say? Isn't it obvious? You don't have your heart now. So I want to finish the battle we started 10 years ago. Right here and right now.
I see some people over there. There can't possibly be humans here. The gods are busy doing something in that ship. Then those are probably superior Asura. I wonder if I know any of them.
I see. My thoughts exactly, Marina.
Oh my. Sagara.
Fucking oh my. That doesn't feel like something he'd say.
The sir behind it must be Ananta. Aside from the fact that it would mess up the future if Sagara saw me now. Ananta were also extremely powerful around this time. This is back when Ananta was still king. If they see me, I doubt I'll be able to get out of here alive.
Oh my fuck!
No wonder Rotara told me to watch out for the Ananta.
Are you trying to run away? Me too. They're really scary. Let's run away together. I have a map to another planet. We can... Huh? Where did I drop it?
Who's this silly fool?
Nah, I'm not gonna lie. Ananta does seem like a complete clown. So, it's probably ideal if he gets reincarnated properly, because then, you know, he probably won't fucking annihilate everything. You know? Whereas if he gets reincarnated improperly and goes on a rampage, there will be a problem. Yeah, Ananta... It just... Also, he just has no fashion sense either. Like, what is this? What is this? I still have the sticks from my sucker. I shouldn't have thrown it out when I saw the garbage can. He's such... Why is he so ditzy? You're the strongest... You are the most powerful being in the universe. And you're a fucking, like, airhead. Don't worry, I lost the map. But I remember more or less where to go. I know that... I'm not that stupid. Although, my clan thinks to be otherwise.
I just met him and I can see why. Still, he isn't an Ananta. He's a Rakshasa around the set.
You gotta... Okay, look. One of Marina's skills absolutely is not determining the, class of those he's surrounded by. He was wrong about Shuri, and now he's wrong about Ananta. And who else was he wrong about? I feel like he was wrong about someone else as well.
Still, he's an Ananta. He's a Rakshasa, around the same development stage as me.
Also, there was a comment. I remember this comment, because it mentioned a specific chapter. We'll see if the prophecy will be fulfilled. It probably will.
At this point in history, the Ananta were way more powerful because they're king. So I better be careful. It looks like he's trying to avoid another Ananta too. So I'll go with him for now. I need someone who's seen the map if I'm going to find another planet through the water channels.
Yeah. Ah, we're here. This is the place, right? It's the closest entrance in this direction.
Oh no. My sister Voltara is gone. She was supposed to wait here for me.
Ah, so that was your sister I saw earlier.
You saw her?
She looked like she wanted to fly away, so I wished her a safe journey.
What? Why didn't you tell her it's dangerous to stop and try to stop her? What's going on? I can't move.
Ah, there's one more over there, huh? We each caught one. We must be psychic. Right, Ananta.
Ananta?
Season 3, episode 197, the other side 15. Is this going to be the single greatest chapter of Kubera ever? Perhaps.
These little weaklings. They must have a death wish. How should we cook them?
We don't have to eat them here. Give it to me.
You need this one? Why? Are you trying to get close to the Garuda clan now? They don't look at all like the ones we've run into before. I can't figure out your tastes.
I don't know them. I was just showing him where to go because he seemed lost.
You expect me to believe that? You've gotten caught sneaking around with other clans a few times.
Sneaking around. You make it sound like a big deal.
Come and take her if you need her. I'm not just gonna hand her over to you. If you want her that badly, take her from me. If you can.
Sagara. You know who you're talking to. And I'm not gonna, in terms of raw strength, you've not been the most overly impressive in terms of power. Look, I love you. But you're not the strongest. Right? This is fucking Ananta. This is the Ananta, Sagara.
Hey.
Oh wait, no. Hey, do you really want to save her?
Yes, no matter what it takes. Please, King Ananta. She's my sister. She means everything to me.
Alright. I mean, like, what did you expect, Sagara? What did you expect? It seems like she's always been the same. She's never changed, has she?
Uh-huh. Was he so fast that I didn't see him move? No. If he moved that fast, I should have felt a breeze or something. He was standing right next to me. How could I not even feel him move? How is this possible? It's almost like he simply skipped the whole process of moving.
I'll get to gushing in a minute. Yeah, Ananta seems really unfair. I see now, you know, I'm starting to understand why he was taken care of. Right? You know? Like, he just ignores moving. If he wants, he can just like, that's absurd. Obviously, I'm imagining there's probably a misunderstanding on Maruna's part here. He probably doesn't, you know, just ignore the process of moving. He doesn't just skip it. Unless, you know, he does. And if he does, that's absolutely fucking insane. But also wouldn't make sense. You know, given there are some, you know, there's some stuff is grounded in reality in Kubera, and physics seems to be one of those things. Yeah, magic can kind of do its own thing, like creating energy, kind of, with the fact you can make lightning. Right? But skipping the process of movement would, well, it might obey the laws of physics. However, you know, what is the consequence of skipping the process? I'm wondering if Ananta may have been taken care of for the sake of extending the universe's existence. If a being this powerful exists and can just skip processes, he really is absurd, isn't he? Also, he's like, yeah. For a ditz, he's fucking... Maybe it's a good thing that he has the personality he has. Imagine if he had Godhava's personality. Like, the universe would be over. Right? You know, it's a good thing Ananta has his personality.
No fair. You didn't even give me a chance to hit you.
If you're looking for a fight, for someone to fight, Travasuki. You'll only hurt yourself if you try to fight me.
I didn't mean that I really wanted to fight. I just wanted your attention, that's all. Even if it means having to fight you. Are you really that dumb?
Yes, it seems like he is, if I'm being entirely honest, Sagara.
Or are you just acting like you don't know how I feel?
Oh. Head pats. I did actually tap my screen. Poor Sagara. See, she wasn't always psychotic. I mean, she was. But, you know, she see? I don't just like her because she's crazy, alright? Yeah, you all know the crazy heart scale? You know, you know. I'll probably put an image on screen, you know? You know, it's a linear relationship. Should tell them both. You're being like this on purpose. You really are heartless. Sorry. Also, he's just fucking flying. I don't need your apologies. If you really feel sorry, then stop running around and come back. Please, Ananta. You're our king. Why do you spend all your time with other clans? Don't we mean anything to you? Don't you feel any responsibility for us as our king?
Don't cry. I'll just show them where to go and come right back.
Really? You mean it? You better not run away again.
I mean it.
Alright, then I'll wait here for you.
Oh, she's so pretty. She's so fucking pretty. She's so different. It's so unusual. Oh my fucking god. Sagara with her hair down is really sweet. She's got like an innocence to her. Sagara with any amount of her hair tied up is fucking insane. Balance.
Oh, right. That girl doesn't seem like she doesn't seem to care if she lives or not. You better keep an eye on her. She didn't even try to run away from me before.
I see. I think you got the message. Anyway, back to gushing. She looks so fucking good, man. She looks so fucking good. Right, let's get the shot from earlier. Okay, right. Yes, we're gonna zoom. It's gonna be low resolution, but we zoom. So, the hair's great, right? Obviously, it's Sagara, so she's gorgeous regardless, right? The dress is fantastic. It's form-fitting, nice hips. Yes, we're gonna do this. Don't judge me. She also looks bustier than she usually does. I don't know if that's just because of the dress compared to her usual outfit, but she looks bustier. Also, the gloves, nice touch. Very nice touch. Anyway, that'll do. That'll do for degeneracy. Right, carrying on. Where was I? We were at the tunnels, I think. Yeah, she's great. Yeah, you guys were right. This is peak. I do think I prefer her usual design, like a usual overall design. I like the tie back hair. I think it looks really like the side ponytail. I think her second design I prefer, but we've not really got like a full high detail shot of this new outfit, so we'll see. We'll see. There aren't any more forks in the road. If you just keep going straight, you'll end up on another planet. You'll find a gate back to your future there too. If you see a gate, go through it right away. If this gate closes, it'll be a very long time to your next chance. That'll be the gate Ron's also looking for, isn't it? Wait, how do you know where I'm from? How? I'm intimately familiar with time. And also, I'm going to comment here. One of you guys mentioned in the comments that the way time was referred to, I can't remember who it was by, but the way time was referred to wasn't as a concept, but as like an individual. It wasn't like time as the passage of time, but as if it was a person, like a noun. Like a possessive noun, like a they, them, he, I, you, me, etc. So, I'm wondering what, how time is being used here. Is time being referred to as like an actual thing, like a person, or an entity? Or is it being referred to as a concept here? Or both? And I'm wondering, maybe that's how he skips the process of moving, as it were. If he's intimately, just if you pick it up when I'm putting down, probably not the case, but you must also be close to God Vishnu. Now, go ahead, don't waste any more time. Thank you for your help. I wish I could ask him to get along with the Garuda clan. That would mess up history. Besides, Sagara seemed like the real one in charge. Yeah, I'm not gonna read that. You get it. I don't want to cause any trouble between them. Oh, look at you! Looking out for look at you looking out for Ananta and Sagara's relationship. What a nice guy. What a homie. Can I ask you for just one favor? If Sagara is still pursuing me in your time in the future, tell her to stop trying to make me hers. and to just let me go.
I'm wondering if he knows his fate. You know? I have a feeling he knows how things will end.
Sure, I'll tell her.
Although, I don't know if you're going to have many chances to actually properly interact with Sagara in the present.
I've never seen Ananta in person before. I didn't picture him like that. I thought he'd be a bit scarier. I can't hide it anymore. You have to tell her right now. As you probably heard earlier, Altara, I'm from another time.
I know. I thought it was strange that you seemed to seem so confident for some reason.
She finally spoke to me.
Ever since the day I first met you, it was like you had someone really powerful backing you. At the time, I thought it might be King Garuda, but now I realize it's not. It's either a Nastika from another clan, a Nastika,
Hiccup.
or something more.
Something more than a Nastika or an Astika. Potentially both. Or time.
Sorry. I wish I could tell you, but I can't.
It's okay. I'm basically non-existent to King Garuda, and the rest of my people are now anyway. Even if you do have some mysterious person helping you, I'm grateful that you're willing to help me like this.
Altara.
There's the exit. Do we just have to go through this tunnel?
She seems to be feeling better now. I guess I don't have to worry about what Sagara said. Yeah, if we just go through there, we'll probably... Oh no! The exit! Ron Cyroth?
Holy fuck, it's been an hour? It's been 52 minutes. Oh my god. How did we get this far in? You know, the last couple Kubera reactions have been a bit short. And even though it is currently 2 PM, the day this goes live, I'm going to treat y'all. We're going to do a longer reaction. It's been a while since I've broken the hour mark, hasn't it?
Be grateful, you insolent swine!
I don't know why. So, yes, Sagara is going to be in the thumbnail. I mean, you already know that, but you shouldn't even need to ask. Come on, Yaksha! It's no fun if you don't try your best!
Don't be silly. What'd you gain from fighting me here? 10 years ago, it was because of Ravana. But this time I don't understand at all. Just stop it and go away. If you really want to fight me, you can do it next time.
Do you still not understand the situation? Some of us take fighting very seriously, Yaksha. What if I decide to kill you right now?
Why'd I worry about something that's impossible?
I've always hated that the most about you. Season 3, episode 198, The Other Side, 16. The little bro just fucking nuked the planet.
Holy crap! What is that? A transcendental? Is this real? Or am I hallucinating? It must be a transcendental. How could someone break apart a planet in human form? Seeing that Yaksha hasn't even looked at me, and he just keeps getting further away, he must be trying to keep Asura from noticing me. If I get involved now, Asura will find out what Yaksha's heart is. It would be even worse if Asura decided to kill me instead. There's the passage that Yaksha was going to go through. Did the entrance collapse in the crash? This is like the water channel I'm familiar with. It's probably just the entrance that collapsed. If I can just get past the entrance, I'll be in a completely different place from this planet.
The water channels are really weird. You know, conceptually.
I've already seen water channels that stayed intact, even even on a destroyed planet. Yeah, I'll just break through the entrance and hide inside. It would probably also lessen the burden on Yaksha if I hide. Rod Cyrov! Huh? Do you have any idea how long I've been looking for you? Anyway, never mind. Let's go. I thought I'd have to go back without you, but I found you. Wait a minute. What are you doing here? What do you mean, go back without me?
Also, Maruna has yet to develop. And they're pretty damn close to going back to the present. Right? And Maruna's yet to develop. Just saying. It's not going to be this reaction. But it's going to be soon.
The gate to the year end 23 is opening soon. I was gonna go through the gate first since I didn't know how to find you. But you're here. But you happen to be here. The gate to the year end 23. Hey, where is it? Where's it opening? It's opening on this planet soon. I was told to go through it right away. It should be around here somewhere. As you can see, because of those two fighting, the planet's a total mess. Everywhere we go, we keep running into problems. It must be because of me. No, Rotara. It's just a coincidence. No, you're right. Vayu's right. I'm unlucky, Aruna. Aruna? Did he change his name? Even the gods avoid me. Then again, I haven't told anyone my real name either. In this world, wrongdoers suffer bad luck for the harm for the people they harm. And since humans never forget their past lives, there's an endless source of bad luck to wrongdoers. But I've already killed so many humans.
Oh look, it's the two that were around you. Lackey number 1 and Lackey number 2. Alright, boys!
Most of the other Rakshasa who took part in the massacre died, unluckily too. So all probably. But you didn't want that massacre! But that doesn't matter to the dead.
You should understand this, Maruna. You've done the same.
The whole time that I've been with you, we just had one bit of bad luck after another. It's my fault. By the fact that the exit we went through just now led to the Ananta's planet of all places.
Well, no, this is where it needed to lead him. It needed to lead him here so he could get back to his time. That's not bad luck, Greltara. Don't blame everything on yourself, because this is beneficial to him.
And the way that we ended up in a fight with those Nastika here.
Okay, yeah, that's quite unfortunate. But that fight happening here only happened because Ran was here, because he led Rakshasa here. Rakshasa? Yaksha here. So that's not on you either, Rotara. That was going to happen anyway, because Ran was going to lead Yaksha here anyway. And he needed to lead him here so he could end up back in his own time. You know? It had already happened, and so realistically it was going to happen. Okay? It's not on you. You're not the center of the universe, Rotara.
Those were just coincidences. It's not your fault that they're fighting. Why are you blaming yourself for that? The more bad karma you accumulate, the greater the chance of coincidences like that occurring. If I went with you, maybe those two wouldn't be fighting right now.
No, they would have, because of what happened 10 years ago. Again, this isn't because of you, Rotara. Stop blaming yourself for things out of your control.
That's only true if you believe it. But I don't believe any of that.
Interesting spin of this, but Rotara blaming her, saying all this bad luck is, her karma, feels like she's trying to shirk responsibility for making things right. Like she's just suffering the consequences of her actions through bad luck, and that's what is gonna balance out the harm she did instead of trying to do good things to balance it out. It's a bit of a disingenuous approach to it, but I feel like you shouldn't just go, this bad luck is my punishment, therefore I'll accept it, and just embrace death when it approaches me. I feel like what you should be doing is trying to mitigate your bad luck by doing good things, trying to rebalance out that karma. It'll be incredibly difficult because of all the lives you've taken, but still, that's just my 2 cents on it. Sorry to interrupt. You look like you're in the middle of something serious. If bad luck is caused by bad karma, I don't think it lasts forever. Humans in the future don't remember their past lives. That's right. If there's no one holding a grudge against you, then you won't have any more bad luck. Let's go find the gate. The planet may be in ruins, but it might be open around here somewhere. Well, Tara, if you go through the gate with us, you'll be free from all the bad karma and bad luck. She can't do that. There it is. The gate is open. Isn't it interesting how these gates look suspiciously like the ones Taraka's used? You know? Come on, let's go through it before someone sees us. What are you doing? Ron! Right. I feel bad leaving like this without ever saying goodbye. But the gate won't be open for long. I was wondering why you didn't seem to be trying very hard. And you didn't even avoid my attacks. You were trying to distract me from something. That guy must be pretty important to you. Am I wrong? Then I guess you won't mind if I kill him. Yaksha! Yeah, hurry. But you leaving is the best for you to help me. You understand, don't you? Because then his heart, he'll get his heart back because he won't have given up his heart yet. Because his heart can't exist in two places at the same, in two people at the same time. You've helped me so much, yet I never even got to repay you. I'm so sorry for causing you so much trouble. You've repaid me enough, more than enough. Thanks to you, I finally have a goal to aim toward. At the end of this dull life of mine. Someday, in the distant future, I hope to see you again. I hope so too. I'll see you then. Do you think you could stop me with that little trick? What's so special about that Rakshasa that you'd put your own life on the line for him? I'm gonna go after him and find out. I'm gonna get rid of you! Huh? What? You such a heavy heart! I didn't. It came back just now. Now, we can have a proper fight just like you wanted, Asura. And I don't intend to go easy on you. The king of the Asura clan really is the embodiment of his clan, isn't he? Pieces of shit. Conniving little fuckers. You know? Little shits. It's really what defines them best, isn't it? We'll do another one. Ooh, 199. Maybe we'll do 2 more. Maybe I'll go to 200. Maybe. Are you messing with me? First you say you don't have a heart, and now you say you do. Do I look like I'm joking? You bastard! I told you not to mess with me! You're gonna get your fucking... You are going to get rolled. Now, bro. You just got fucking yeeted onto the planet. I guess now, I won't have to worry about anyone coming after me. Season 3, episode 199, the other side, 17. Let's just stop this. You seem to be especially bloodthirsty right now. But we should really fight when you can think clearly. Unlike Garuda, I'm not someone you can push around with brute force alone. Why don't you try using your head instead? If you didn't have your heart, I could have beaten you. You're gonna kill me? An opponent so much weaker than you? Fine. Go ahead if that's what you want. In fact, I was hoping for this. This will prove you even more power than you deserve.
Whoever comes after me will fix this problem. Don't think that the first generation kings will rule this world forever! Someday, when the second and third generation are in power, you'll be known as the king who abused his power and completely messed up diplomatic relations!
Who told you where I was?
You're a fucking cunt. Like, apologies for the harsh language. But you are a cunt. I see where Hura gets it from, right? It just seems to run in the clan, unless she is a direct descendant of yours. But Jesus Christ, man. You have zero right to say any of the things you're saying. You tried to take advantage of the fact that he didn't have his heart and couldn't fight properly to kill him. And yet you have the fucking audacity to drop are you going to kill me? An opponent so much weaker. Are you fucking joking? He kind of looks like Ran. I'm sorry, that wasn't what I was like. But he looks like Ran for some reason. I wonder if it's the influence of the heart. Right? Like, anyway. Fuck you. Fuck you, Asura.
A few know about my heart, but barely anyone knew I was headed here this way. If it wasn't one of the primeval gods, it must have been someone I met right before coming here. Wait. Why can't I remember? I remember she wanted to meet the gods, so I agreed to take her to the planet where Agni was. And we stopped by the Kinara's territory before that. But who did I meet there?
She's lost her name. It's happened. It's happened. It's happened.
Ah, that's right. Her.
Iravada.
Jeez. I can't believe I almost forgot that already.
I wonder if people treat me like an old man.
But did she always look like that? Why do I remember her looking differently before? I know who you're thinking of, but Ananta is the one who told me. Maybe you consider Ananta a good friend, since you're usually on such bad terms with the Sura. But to Ananta, you're just another Sura that he knows. Whereas, we're even in talks about forming an alliance. You see, a lot has changed while you've been idling about. Since you've been here, the planet you waited to go to has been destroyed by the gods. And a massive human massacre is about to begin. Looks like you'll just have to go with the flow of the times, too.
Get that fucking shit. I'd kick his face in and wait for him to regenerate it. I'd kick his face in. Yeah, I'm just saying. The hair on the face, the heart definitely has influenced the way Ran looks. Like, because Ran isn't a direct descendant of Yaksha, but Yaksha here looks so much like Ran. Either that or the heart coming back has influenced Yaksha's appearance.
Are you listening, Ananta? Ananta! Don't just sit there all zoned out. Listen, do you have any idea how rare it is to get to meet her?
Oh, fucking bitch. It's bitch. It's Brahma. I feel like I hate her more than Asha. Like, she's crueler than Asha is. But at the same time, that's exactly why I like Brahma. And Asha.
Please accept my apology on his behalf, God Brahma. He seems to have a lot on his mind lately.
Jesus Christ, what happened to you? Amount of dying, clearly.
He's usually such a devoted king. He always says that the primeval gods deserve our respect.
Yaksha says that, not me.
Do you mind? I don't care if you respect me or not. All that matters is whether or not you agree with me with what we're talking about. If the other primeval gods have given their consent, I won't need to ask you for yours. But I decided this by myself. So, if you get in the way, I won't be able to move forward with it. Did you hear that? It's your call, Ananta. That's how highly she thinks of you.
It's not a good thing to have to decide on this sort of thing, Sagara.
Don't be ridiculous.
She's like, what?
Huh? Huh?
She definitely would want this. The twisted personality is still there. She just is nicer.
If you don't like it, just say so. Although it won't bring back Arivada.
That's a guilty expression.
What's there to think about? Those humans will come back to haunt us if we leave them be. We have to eradicate them. I've never liked how hard those barbarians are to kill. They always find a way to come back to life somewhere else and keep on growing. There's our chance to finally get rid of them.
Shut up, Sagara. Shut up. Maybe, sometimes you shouldn't speak. This is wrong. Killing the AHR is wrong. Morally wrong. However, if we're talking for preserving the universe, maybe you can justify it. However, this universe was made for them. They were the winners. Oh, well, if it ends early, you make another one. Right? This universe isn't made for you. It wasn't supposed to be yours. It was theirs. If it's because of them that it ends early, so be it. Fuck off, primeval god. Anyway. Enough ranting about the gods.
It's not right to punish them now for something that may or may not happen in the future. Everyone in the world has the potential to be evil. That doesn't mean we should punish everyone.
See? Ananta knows what he's on about.
Are you more worried about humans in the future of your own clan?
No, I'm just saying. The future is only a possibility. It's not a guarantee. It's not guaranteed. If there's the possibility for something to go wrong, maybe we should think about how to guide them in a different direction.
Why bother thinking about that? We already know the answer. The best thing to do is eliminate them while they're still weak.
Or maybe you don't hunt them for sport and you leave them alone. Or try and live alongside them. Just saying. Just saying.
As the leader of the 7 Sura clans, there's a better option than that.
It's up to you, Ananta. If you oppose the idea, I'll tell Indra to back down. Once Vishnu gets back, there won't be another chance to get rid of the humans.
Fuck you, Brahma. Fuck you. You know Vishnu's against this. And yet here you are, not opposing it. Christ! As the only primeval god here, you have the responsibility to weigh in what you believe the opinions of the other two would be. Okay? By not doing that, you are shirking your responsibilities and duties, in my opinion. So fuck you! Oh my god! You're awful, and I love it.
And the Sura are the ones who will have to suffer as a result of the humans growing for many years to come. Of course, as you say, it may be possible to negotiate with the humans and build a peaceful relationship with them in the future. But, in the process, you'll have to give up a lot of what you have now.
Give and take. You don't want a massive problem in the future. So you have two options. Genocide. Or make some sacrifices, compromise, meet on even ground, and you'll be reasonable.
You won't be their masters anymore. You'll be equal competitors. You might lose to them and be subjugated by them at times, and you may have to make humiliating diplomatic concessions.
I wouldn't mind that. Ananta, please! You just don't understand how serious this is because you're so strong. This could be a serious threat to the weaker Sura. We could be the strongest race in the universe. Why are you trying to share that power?
Sagara, is that what matters most to you? Being the strongest in the universe?
Of course! It wouldn't make any sense for someone born with such tremendous power to just give it up like that. This could decide the fate of our species for millions or even billions of years to come.
So you can understand where Sagara's coming from, because she's looking at this perspective of it from her species, which is arguably the correct thing to do. You should look out for your own. But at the same time, I do not believe massacring all the humans is the correct decision either. right? I think that is objectively wrong, even if you are looking out for your own. Even if all Surah are looking out for themselves, all they need to do is not be pieces of shit. Okay? Mind their own business. Humans will mind theirs. Okay? Problem solved. Alright? You are going to have to work through the grudges and grievances of your past transgressions. But if you do that, you're good. Okay? If you can get past that, you're fine. And then you don't need, neither of you need to suffer tremendously. Yes, there will have to be compromise, and that probably will end up in resulting you losing some power. However, that will affect every single Surah clan. In which case, no net loss in that regard. And this was meant to be the humans universe anyway, wasn't it? Because they won in the last universe, you know? Wasn't that kind of the point? But I assume maybe the Nastika don't know that.
Look around you, Ananta. Think about those humans who have nothing to do with you. Look at the people right next to you.
Do you really think being the most powerful would make you happy?
Obviously!
I see. Alright, if that's what you want, then I'll be the kind of king that you want.
You look so happy. But it's not good. Her being happy here is not a good thing.
Good, then it's decided. After destroying their most advanced planet to eliminate any possibility of them resisting, we'll soon begin eradicating humans from the entire universe. All you have to do is stay out of it. That's it.
It is now coming to my attention why Ananta was taken out. I feel like he didn't stay out of it.
Ron Cyrov. Ron Cyrov. He hesitated in front of that gate. He doesn't look good. There's something wrong. Oh well, it's not my concern. I've been around humans for so long and I've almost started caring that I almost started caring about them.
You do care about them.
Hey, there's something there. Sagara? Oh, is this like that thing before? Where there was that gate that led to a different dimension?
Oh look, it's you. What are you doing?
Oh, in my experience, whenever you see something like that, it means there's already a gate nearby. Oh, look at that.
For me, I'm not gonna lie, it's the eyes. Sagara's eyes are what it is, bro. Like, it's the eyes. It's her eyes, man. Oh! I think that might be partly why I prefer this, like, her present-day design, because her eyes are sharper. I like that.
Look, when part of your body suddenly starts to disappear, it means there's a gate there.
Maruna.
Because remember, there was a point in N23 where she hadn't come back yet. You're on the way to N23, but she might also be. Guys, she even looks good in black and white. It's just peak character design, seriously. Peak design. I'm not gonna lie, I do quite like the hair over the one side though, and the braid that is very nice. You know what it kind of reminds me of? Oh, I swear Brilliant had a hair like that at one point, but I might be tripping. Anyway, yeah. Anyhow. Anyhow. Go on, I'll do one more. I'm gonna go to 200. I'll go to 200. Go on, I'll do it. I'll go to 200. I'll go to episode 200. We'll do it.
Sagara? Can you see me? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can see and hear you just fine. Why? Did that surprise you?
There's something different from them. We're definitely closer, and we seem to be going in different directions. Maybe I'm on the opposite side of where I was before.
I was wondering if I might get to see you here, and here you are. I knew it was a good idea to come here.
Wait. Shut the fucking mate. Roltara's also here. Whether or not she'll remember Roltara is a different thing, because obviously Roltara's existence is a bit wibbly wobbly. But she might recognize Maruna. Well, no, she would. Well, obviously, she'll recognize Maruna, but would she have known that she knew Maruna in the past, or because of the hoodie, would she have not noticed him in enough detail to then recognize him in the slightly less distant, the slight past according to the present of early, like, season 1, 2, you know? I know that made fuck all sense. I just words, but you know, you get what I'm trying to say. I'm an eloquent speaker sometimes.
I knew it was a good idea to come here.
You make it sound like you were expecting to see me here.
That's right. This is a storeroom of all kinds of information about the past, present, and future. You should know yourself if you saw the records.
Oh,
right. I guess you wouldn't be able to read most of them anyway. It's too bad you're too ignorant to grasp an opportunity.
How did you get here? If you tell me, maybe I can figure out a way to get out of here.
I suppose I got caught in a surprise human explosion right before Ananta was revived.
Is this back at N16 when she was missing? That means the cigar that came looking for me before was from after this point in time. The past self met the future Sagara. The past Sagara met the future self. Should I keep talking to her?
Yeah, that is a mind fuck and a half of a sentence. Yes, my past self met the future her. But the past her met the future me. Oh.
You don't look too happy. Something wrong?
So cute. There's no turning back now. He's already seen me. You won't believe this, Sagara. This is the first time I've been here since N23. You'll be able to leave here sometime around N23. But then the me that you'll meet then is from before I came to this place. You understand what I mean?
Yeah, I get it. I know someone who's on close terms with time.
Not the boy Ananta. God, now I know Ananta. I kind of want him to be revived. Can we have him revived properly, please? He seems like a good force to exist. Like, if he's revived properly and has his personality and everything, I think he seems like a good balancing force in the universe. Because he's got a good personality as well as being the strongest. Can we actually have him come back properly, please, actually? Seems like a good thing.
So I've heard that kind of thing before.
She's probably referring to Ananta, since he's close to Vishnu.
I wonder if it is Vishnu. Because Ananta didn't give you a straight answer.
But I've only ever heard about it. This is my first time actually experiencing it. So this is where Ananta has been.
Season 3, episode 200, The Other Side, 18.
I've always wondered why such a disproportionately powerful why was such a disproportionately powerful person necessary? Why did someone so strong that exceeded even the power of the creator need to be created? And I found the answer here. Look around at the old records here. The records about Ananta. Everything you could ever want to know about Ananta is right here. Most of it is new to me. I wish I knew this before I came up with a plan to revive him.
Come to think of it, after the human disappeared before, this place is where the long strips of paper I couldn't read suddenly appeared. I think Sagara was reading that paper then.
None of the records here are longer than those about Ananta. The reason for that is that all sins of indifference are recorded here.
Oh, maybe he did not get involved. Being indifferent and not... Yeah, wow. That's it. Yeah. In that situation, being indifferent there is very sinful. I agree. This here, in the context, is a pretty severe sin.
Sins that he didn't commit himself, but he could have stopped. Because of that, he had to bear the burden of every sin in the universe. No other being as powerful as him is charged with this many sins. Nanta alone. And to carry the weight of all those ridiculous sins? Why? For whom?
I'm not sure. I haven't thought about Ananta as much as you have. I'm more suspicious as to why you're here reading those records.
I told you. I got caught in an explosion right before Ananta was revived. I've been here for a long time.
Oh wait, bruh. I've been here for a long time too. This is the first time I've talked to you in front of these records. Do you really think you found these records by chance? Knowing how badly you wanted to revive Ananta, maybe someone wanted you to see these records for some reason.
Someone?
Golly. I've been in a similar situation before. A situation much too bizarre to just be a coincidence. A situation trying to seem so natural that it almost seems inevitable. That's why I find it odd that I've run into you here. Maybe someone's trying to drag me into your plan.
You think I waited for you here to drag you into my plan? I was brought here by accident.
The reason you ended up here is because of Arsha's actions. Arsha was following a scheme laid out by Vishnu/Kali, depending on who it was, right? Based on almost certainly incomplete information. Yes, you're only here because she couldn't properly follow those instructions. But what if she was never meant to? What if, as history was supposed to play out, she was always going to make that mistake? And she was told not to reinforce the fact that she would. Obviously, that seems a bit backwards, but this is Vishnu or Kali we're talking about. They're not exactly straightforward people. You can't say you're here purely by accident, given Arsha was acting on information given to her by Vishnu. Incomplete information. In fact, Arsha has made this exact same realization that someone is manipulating the information you see. Don't be blind, Sagara.
I didn't say you did it. I'm saying there could be someone else manipulating you. Even coming here was not according to your will, was it? How can you be sure that anything you found in here was purely accidental? Think about it. When you tried to revive Ananta in Wolverine in the year N16, didn't you say you initiated the whole plan on the advice of someone you know? At the time, I wasn't really thinking beyond my responsibility, so I didn't pay much attention to it. But now that I think about it, there were only a few people who could have advised you. Vishnu and Shiva, who went missing, and Kali, who sealed away. That leaves primeval god Brahma. Whoever approached you was probably acting according to Brahma's wishes.
What do you mean? According to Brahma's wishes? I'm pretty sure you're way off.
I don't think he is. Brahma is very strange, to say the least.
I almost fell for it myself. That's why I'm suspicious of all of this. Sagara, if that someone who advised and guided you is really like what I told you, you should seriously wonder about their motivations. I won't tell you to completely ignore the advice. I'm sure it could help you at some point. But you need to know whether it will help you or hurt you.
Gosh, she's so fucking pretty. Sorry. Just It's been so long since we've seen her properly, you know. Obviously, we got her in the flashback, and she's great there. But I don't know. This hairstyle shapes her face better, I think. You know. Just saying. Just saying. Yes, I can gush over character designs for a long time if I really want to. I choose not to seem normal. For the sake of society, I do not. What am I saying?
I know it can be extremely difficult to tell the difference at times, but at least try.
Have you forgotten? We're supposed to be enemies. There's no reason for you to act all worried about me now. And there's no reason for me to trust you.
Don't you remember her?
No, she just looks like some big Garuda. Rakshasa from other races all look the same. There may have been so many similar looking Rakshasa over the last several billion years, I can't tell them apart.
I may not remember either. You may not remember. But either way, I don't have any reason or grudge against your race anymore. The only reason our races resent and look down on each other was simply because we were trained to think like that when we were little. I never had any bad experiences with your race myself.
You're right. Better not think about the whole situation. So there's no reason for you to say such things to me. Am I hallucinating?
Sagara! Try to be serious. This is extremely important.
Yeah, it's important. I get it. But you want me to be more skeptical? Only accept what I need to, huh? I know I've lived a lot longer than you. That kind of thing is always on my mind.
I still haven't told you the most important part. Don't try to find me. Let me go. That's what Ananta wanted me to tell you.
That's such a mean joke, Marina.
I'm not joking!
I was happy to see a familiar face here. My patience has reached its limit, so cut the crap. You don't want to die here, do you?
Shoot. Did I go too far? This is in the human realm. Sagara could easily kill me here if she wanted to. Wait, shut the... I should just mind my own business from now on. Deliver the message from Ananta. That's enough.
Wait, no, it can't be here that he develops. Because otherwise Sagara would remember it. Right? Future Sagara would have remembered it. But she doesn't. Right? Either that or she just didn't mention it for a reason.
A passage? I could even see the other side. None of the others were like that. That looks like Calibloom. Isn't the past when there was a... It isn't the past when there wasn't a city. That's definitely Calibloom with the city. Finally!
Go ahead. That's where you headed.
Aren't you going too?
You said I'm gonna run into you before you coming here, right? And I guess I'm not supposed to go with you now? Besides, I've already seen countless passages, like that one open and close. But I can't go through them. I have my own way of leaving. I'm gonna gather as much information as I can while I'm here. That's the right way to go for you to go. So go ahead, before it closes. You won't want to regret missing your chance to leave.
Based on what Ananta told me, it'd be better to go straight to N23 instead of continuing to wander around in here. He wouldn't have given me such simple advice if he thought I might wander off. Well, see you in N23, Sagara.
Your name is Maruna.
Let's talk about that after we get to the other side. Wait, what about Ron Syroth? He's already going through the passage, without even turning back. I almost regret worrying about him for a minute earlier.
No, it's because he's desperate.
Anyway, we finally made it to our destination. The year N23 that we left from.
Where the heck have you guys been? Judging from the state of my cloak, looks like you've been wandering around quite a bit. And yet you still haven't grown.
There was a little problem. Why are my clothes back to what they were before? Where's Lee's?
I don't know. I was going to ask you. Where are Lise and Yuta? Weren't they with you?
Soon after that, we realized we went wrong.
Lee said that she was going back to right after when she left on the expedition to Conchas. But, when we arrived, she'd already left on the expedition over 3 months earlier. Lise was gone.
Chapter 51, the other side, end. Next chapter, enemy. So they've come back in the period where they were on Conchas. Before Lise came back. So they've come back to a point where they've left for Conchas. That's so weird. Timey-wimey bullshit! But anyway. Well. What a really good arc. What an arc. Really good stuff. Anyway, with that all out of the way, I've been Animosity, you've been you. And I hope to catch you all next time for another video. Ta-ta. Bye now.